to the video I did earlier in the week about protecting my peace versus avoidance. And I sat back and I realized that I actually have no plan in place to protect my peace. Like, how am I actually gonna do that? Like, how I'm gonna do that, right? So I came up with a little 3-step plan for myself. I call it the PPP, the Protecting My Peace Plan, okay? And it's a 3-step plan. I said that right? Yes. Okay. So step one is to identify my triggers, identify what disrupts me, right? Um, Patience is always something that I've asked for, and apparently, in my mind, I just thought the good Lord was just going to give it to me. Like I was going to wake up one day and just be the most patient person on earth. But unfortunately, that's not how life works. So, yeah, I actually had quite a few triggers get overstimulated very quickly, but I had to identify what they were. Because one thing that I've learned is that nothing or no one can disrupt your peace without your permission. I'm gonna say it one more time. Nothing or no one can disrupt your peace without your permission, because it's so easy for me to be like, oh, well, this happened or that happened or this person did this or this person said that. But at the end of the day, I am responsible for me. I am responsible for my emotions. Correct? Yes. So I can't put that off on nobody else but myself. I allow them to disrupt me, and that's a no-no. Okay? All right, cool. So on to step two. Now that we have identified our triggers, we need to identify why. Why does this disrupt my peace? Why does this trigger me? And this is where my journaling and my self reflection really came in handy, because I have journal prompts that are very specific to the areas that I'm trying to work on. So, through my journaling and my self reflection, I have become more aware of why I do things the way I do, why I act the way that I act, why I think the way that I think, and why certain things trigger me. Okay, so now that we understand, okay, cool, this is what triggers me and this is why. Step three is making sure it doesn't happen again. So we need to prepare in advance. Like, okay, cool, I'm at work, all right, that one person who's always working my nerves, they're about to stop into the office. What can I do? Right? What can you do? It might be something completely different, right? But what can I do to ensure that my peace is not disrupted? That might be cool. Let me go ahead and make my tea. Let me get my coffee. Let me put on some smooth jazz. Let me put on, my playlist, that makes me happy. Let me go for a quick walk. Let me do my deep breathing exercises. Let me meditate for like 5 minutes. It might look different for you, but have something in place that way when you just feel it, when your eyes start twitching, you can be like, you know what? Nope, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. We're not gonna let this person disrupt my peace. We're not gonna let this situation disrupt my peace. So let me go ahead, let me woosah. Let me do my deep breathing. Let me sip this tea, you know? Because that's really the purpose. And that's not saying that every day is gonna be great, because it's not. Life be life sometimes, all right? Like it's stressful. It's stressful. But having something in place where you can bring yourself back, where you can ground yourself, it's top tier. It's top tier. And of course, it's not gonna happen every day. Because there are some days where I'll be like, oops, I didn't do my steps. I didn't do my steps. So, you know, it, it's going to take a little bit. It's definitely going to take a little bit, okay? So, once again, I'm going to say those steps again. So, step one, we're going to identify. Step two, we're going to figure out the reason why. And then step three, we're going to make sure that we have something in place so that it does not happen again. Because what I said earlier, no one can disrupt. No one or nothing can disrupt your peace without your permission. So, that is all I have for today. Hopefully, this helps you. You can tailor it to you, your life, and your schedule, but we're no longer allowing people to disrupt our peace. We're no longer allowing things outside of our control to disrupt our peace. All right, y'all? Peace, love, and happiness.